pictures of it. But this little clock is based on 560 people who have taken this, and this is from a variety of different organizations. So this is kind of a representative sample of people throughout the world saying, if we had the best work environment we could be, this is what our clock would look like. And the blue here, we're going to talk more about what that means in a minute, but the blue area, those are all of those constructive styles, all those things that help us do a better job, feel better about what we work, where we work, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. But what they're looking at, the way they're explaining it, is that we have these causal factors. We have our mission and philosophy, and then we have these factors here, like our structures, our systems, our technology, and our skills and qualities. All of these affect where we stand on this clock. And so then what we end up with, this is us. And this is actually us. So this is 315 people from the department that took this survey. This is where we scored on the clock compared to the ideal. So you can see we're not quite as blue as they are over here. Okay? So we want to, in this case, we want to bring out the blue. We want to have a culture more where people are enthusiastically setting goals and figuring out how to accomplish things. We have a win-win kind of culture. People feel good about what they work, where they work. They want to be here. They want to work with each other. They want to constructively confront each other about when there's an issue. And we talk about confront. It doesn't necessarily mean in a negative way, but it's constructive kind of working with each other so we know where we're going with things. So that's the kind of areas that we want to improve on. So part of this whole planning process is going to be figuring out not only what are we going to look like in 2 years or 3 years or what do we want to do, but also how do we address the issues that we have going on in our culture? How do we make sure that we have a more productive, more enjoyable work environment? We have 6 teams that represent the sides of the cube. We have one other team that's the purple team. They represent strategic planning. And each team has a set of 9 questions. Those questions are in the manual, and all of those questions talk about our culture and talk about what our strategic plan is going to be. So those teams are meeting now. Actually, one I think is meeting right now downstairs. And they're all figuring out how do we address these issues for our strategic plan and our culture. So that's going to be part of their process, and they're working on that right now.